Welcome, my beautiful Scorpios. I'm so glad you could be here. This is going to be for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, or Rising. You may have planets in the sign of Scorpio. You may be in love with a Scorpio. Whatever brought you, I just want to say welcome. I hope you receive what you need today. If nothing else, to bring comfort to your heart. All right, we're going to go ahead and get, did I say this was for May? This is for May 2022. The time is fluid. Sometimes I feel silly like putting a date on it because, I know time is fluid, but helps us organize it, I guess. All right, we're going to start with Mother Mary. Okay, I feel like that's your card. Maybe that one too. Get a little bit of words of wisdom, and then we're going to bring in the good tarot, and then we will also bring in the lustrous tarot, and we'll let your story unfold. But let's start with Mother Mary. We have boundaries. Boundaries. I am clear and honest with others about my expectations. I am clear and honest with others about my expectations. Don't you cross my boundary. Don't you cross that line. And then we have hope. I just got goosebumps. Full body goosebumps. And to me, when that happens, I know your guides are here. I know my guides are here. I know they're always here, but I know your guides are here too. Hope, reminds me of the Star card. I trust that God has a wonderful solution and brilliant plans in store for me. Now, if you don't if you don't believe in God, then your higher power. I trust in God. I trust that God has a wonderful solution and brilliant plans in store for me. Boundaries and hope. Okay. All right. We're going to bring in the good tarot. By the way, I'm going to read these at the end because I feel like that's just where they're the most profound. Those of you who stick around to it, the end, I think you agree with me. I just give another shuffle. Everything's already pre-shuffled, by the way. I do this for you more than me. Okay. That is the good tarot. And let's go ahead and give this a shuffle or two. Get them ready. And what we're going to do is we're going to read off the top, and we're going to allow the stories to unfold. Certainly ask your guides if you have questions to reveal or to help show you the way in this reading. You don't have to. I feel like your guides already know. And oftentimes I feel like that's why we get cards of like hope saying, we hear you, we hear your prayers, we hear your worries, and we're working on it, sending you signs and that type of thing, helping you on this earthly platform, so to speak. But we also have to do our part, right? We have to try to keep a clear, present energy so that we can see and feel and then follow those signs. So anyways, okay. Let's go ahead and begin. Excuse me. We have the Three of Water, the Three of Cups. Opening up your reading. This is a good energy. This is an energy usually means that there's something that's going to be celebrated. It's something that brings you a sense of joy. Okay. We have the Page of Fire, the Page of Wands. You guys hear me call the page my full Page of Wands, the Fool in the Tarot. And I say that because I feel like this page is more of a risk taker. This could be a plan that is now coming into action. This is moving forward in something. Again, it's following a reason to celebrate, a reason, something that brings you, a sense of joy. Bring the lid down. Well, there is the Fool. There's the Fool. It's interesting that the Fool's looking back, though, because I feel like it's looking back because it wants you to be the Fool. The Fool is, it's something new. Something new is opening up. And, the Fool doesn't know all the details. The Fool is going by instinct. But the one thing you can count on this path is that there'll be plenty of help, right? The Fool meets the Magician and then meets the High Priestess. All of this to help the Fool along this journey. So, what are you doing, Scorpio? Something new. Interesting that the Fool is blowing the trumpet. So it's almost like your inner self. Trying to wake up your outer self. Okay. And then we have the Emperor. Wow. Beautiful energy, first of all, if this is about creating a business, becoming the boss, the leader. The Emperor definitely puts a plan in place. Doesn't mean, until my plan is completely in place, I don't move. Maybe I'm planning as I go. Maybe this is what I'm heading towards. So, this is giving you a reason to celebrate over the energy of the Emperor. First of all, it's a card of Aries, I should say that. Two major arcanas back to back. Some of you may be starting a new job. You may be hearing of, I feel like you're hearing of something. Something is happening. some type of opportunity. Again, it's within your emotional house. Now, it can certainly be also about your pentacles, but it feels to me like whatever this is opening up for you, it seems to bring you a real sense of joy, and it must be something that you have. I want to say a love for, but maybe you don't know you have a love for it yet. Maybe you don't know it until you start moving into it. The Emperor becomes the leader of the people. All right, let's bring in the Lustrous Tarot, and let's go above the Three of Cups. Look at this, we have the Ace of Swords. So, this is communication. This is, I feel like it's something coming towards you. It's giving you the ability to do something new. This could talk about your voice, your communication, putting it into action, like somebody wants to hear from me. Almost like, I'm writing a book and then the publisher calls or the publisher reaches out and they want to publish my book. That type of thing. But I feel like it begins with you. Like it begins almost like maybe epiphanies. I feel like the one thing we can say with this is taking you on a path of your authentic self. And that's kind of why I feel like the Fool is looking back at the page, because I feel like they're kind of both the Fool. But the Fool has a trumpet, like blowing the trumpet to me means like present time. You know, I need your attention. So, anyways, this looks good. You know, some of you may came with a yes or no question. This is yes. The Ace of Swords to me is yes in the upright. We have the High Priestess, your intuition. You know, if anything, Scorpio, I want to say that I feel like you're finding your voice. I feel like you're finding your spirituality, your uniqueness. I feel like there may have been a time when like you felt like completely stuck to the earth, so to speak, and now I feel the opportunities, the lessons, all that you've been through. I feel like now, it feels like you're walking on, you know, your whole path is unique, but I feel like this is something like your soul uniquely designed, let's say. We have the King of Wands. Can be in Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, coming above the Fool. This king may be the one who's making some type of communication. It's funny because, again, like my eye just keeps going to that trumpet. He's looking back. Look at this. With the Queen of Wands. King and Queen of Wands coming out together. Now, yes, it can be a fire sign, of course. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, sitting side by side here. But it can also just speak of like-minded energy. You know, what's interesting, though, you know, it's like the king does have his back to this queen. And you know, I'm picking up a little story. I'm picking up this queen. This is just, you know, maybe for a few, but this Queen of Wands. I'm picking up there was a time where this king and queen were probably together. I don't feel like marriage, maybe, but I don't feel that. But I feel like this queen was almost like on a calling. Um, I feel like this queen is also this emperor. And what I mean by that is I feel like the queen is carrying the emperor's energy. And I feel like that's a path that she chose. And I feel like the king just didn't really fit on that path. And I feel like this queen has reached the emperor status. And now I feel like this king is making a returned appearance, let's say. Now, I know that's not for everyone, but that is for someone. Okay, let's keep going. We have the Page of Cups. Page of Cups under the Three of Cups. We have the Moon, card of Pisces, ruler of Cancer. Coming under the High Priestess, the Page of Fire, Page of Wands, and now the Moon. Sitting next to the Page of Cups. Some of you may be hearing news. You know, it's funny, it gets us all the time in Scorpio's reading. Potentially, having a child. I feel like if it's you, it's good news. Like, no shock, it's good news. Um, I also feel that, I feel like there's someone also, I feel like a lot of you actually, who are receiving something within this Ace of Swords, right? It's some type of communication, some type of opportunity. It gives you the opportunity um, to do something really authentic to yourself, authentic to you. I feel like some of you, this is something that you've probably had within you since you were a child, now developed. You know what I mean? Like, now it doesn't have to mean something's fully developed, but now understood, let's just say. So I feel like, and I almost feel like this king remembers something about you, um, specifically about you, and maybe something like, how do I say this? Okay, I feel like this king remembers you. Like, you're on his mind for some reason. It can be a she, by the way. Um, let's just say they're in the masculine energy. So, anyways, though I do feel like this queen is also in her masculine energy. Um, and maybe now she's starting to move more into um, like the Empress type energy. So, anyway. Um, I feel like this king intuitively thinks about you. And then when he thinks about you, there's something about you that I feel like he then comes to you and makes some type of offer. Now, this offer could come in like in the form of like an opportunity to expand a business or add a new avenue or, you know, that type of thing. It could speak of love also. I don't feel like that's how I would present it though. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like if there's love, that's not what I'm presenting. Now, maybe I'm presenting one thing, and that may be a really good thing, but I feel like but also there's that. Okay, let's keep going. Well, here we go. Six of Cups. So this is not normally, sometimes someone from the past. Um, this is someone that we have, you know, good memories of, sometimes cherished memories of. This could be somebody you knew as a kid. Usually you see like a little boy handing a little girl a bouquet of flowers. Um, they look like senior citizens. I don't know. I'm saying senior citizens. That would be me. That would be me, I guess. I don't feel like it. Anyway, so I find it interesting. Like, this king thinks about you, has really good memories of you. Um, and again, for some of you, this is somebody you knew as a child. Some of you, maybe you worked with someone and that dissolved for whatever the reason. And maybe they're starting something new and they're thinking of you. Well, okay, Three of Pentacles. It's almost like the king is saying, what I need, no one else could do but you, right? This is something that's unique to you. This is really an energy where other people are admiring you for what you bring to the table. That's in your craft, in your creativity, in your finances. What it is you do. It's like you're the missing piece of the puzzle. It's like the king knows that. The king knows that. Maybe you're going to be collaborating. Huh. This could be a collaboration. That's what I feel. And I just got goosebumps again. All right, let's look at the bottom of the deck. We have the Six of Wands, which is the energy of victory. You know, I often feel the Six of Wands is like kind of a luring type energy. This is where others are looking up to me. You know, interesting how I felt this Queen is doing something already. It's almost like she already has her own business. The King, maybe he knows that. I don't know, but I feel like it's like I come to you and I offer something, and it may be a collaboration, but I do feel like there's an underlying, at least admiration behind this king. So, and then let's look to see what's on the bottom of the Lustrous Tarot. We have the Nine of Cups. Look at that. That's really beautiful energy. You know, I feel like this queen, excuse me, and again, male or female, this king and queen are connected. You know, whether they want to be or not, they're connected. And, you know, I know we're doing like water, right? But I want you to look at this as like, I feel like you're really all people on the board unless you know otherwise. So what I'm saying is, you know, no matter what your sign, I feel like the majority of the people here are either this King of Wands or this Queen of Wands. I feel like this Queen of Wands definitely has been creating like this path for herself. And I feel like, listen, the Nine of Cups on the bottom of the deck, there has to be a real sense of joy in what I do. Now, that doesn't mean it's not hard work and all of that. But because she's moving through the Emperor's energy, you know, it's like the more I plan, you know, it's like receiving epiphanies. And I start to realize myself, like, if I get these epiphanies, and if I don't write them down, I forget them. So, you know, I've learned if I'm around paper to write them down. Because I feel like, you know, they're meant for you. Anyway, here is just feels like the potential of a beautiful collaboration between two I feel a success in that. I feel it must be something that is, you know, like-minded, like on a journey that, you know, like, how do I want to say this? I know you guys are like, stop saying is just kind of like the words fill in. I feel like for my guides during my they fill it in for me. Anyway, let's do this. Let's bring in the Gilded Tarot and let's just go over it. Can I say, Scorpio, that your reading, the cards that you received look great. There is absolutely nothing negative here. Even if you may at this present moment like be feeling negative energy, I feel like that changes. At least the opportunity changes. Just really the Eight of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. You know, the Eight of Pentacles talks about the willingness to go into something, even if I go in as the apprentice, but with the knowledge that, you know, I'm going to leave as a master teacher. Why? Because that's what I'm focusing on. I feel like this queen had been focusing on that. All right. Let's see what we got. We got the Hangman. We have the Seven of Swords. We have the Empress. I knew the Empress was going to come out. I just knew it. The Empress coming, actually the Empress is really connecting with the High Priestess and also this King of Wands. The Empress is also coming over the Fool. Excuse me. I feel like this Queen, let's go back to the Queen for a second, because I feel like this is the evolution of you from the Queen to the Empress. I feel like, you know, ultimately, I feel like this king sees you as the Empress also. I don't know that that even matters. And I'm saying that because I feel like there's a sense of real growth within your life, within your creation. Remember, the Empress is very creative, and she gives things the time they need, you know, to come to fruition, right? She's patient within that. She's very loving, but she's also very strong. She has much wisdom, much wisdom. And it's interesting because I feel like there may be a few of you are doing something online, and maybe you have a business online. You know, like maybe you do tarot or something. It doesn't have to be, um, because I feel like there's this opportunity where it could be like even just on your social media, but I feel like no, because I feel like it's something that you're doing that's creating for you, that's you know, that is supplying for you. And what I mean is, like, when I put my energy into it, it comes back to me, you know, ultimately abundant. But what I feel is this king is seeing you, like you, and you know, it's almost like one tarot reader admiring the other and saying, you know what, I'm gonna see if they want to collaborate. And so you do, and maybe you just find out that you make a great pair, because you do think alike. And remember, you don't have to be alike, because a lot of times opposite attract, opposite fulfill, right? Opposites can teach. So anyway, I feel like this queen has put love on the back burner for a while. Like, just not really interested in it. I do feel the energy of why. I feel like the Seven of Swords is telling us that, and that's, you know, someone being untrustworthy to you, and that may be why boundaries is here. You know, if I set these clear boundaries, and you know, you walk across, almost like this king comes in, makes some type of offer, and I say, you know, that's fine, but let's set boundaries here. Doesn't mean those boundaries can't be moved or even taken away. But, you know, because I feel like it's almost like this queen, you know, if this ultimately may end up with more than just like our collaboration, I don't feel like the queen is thinking that way. I feel it's more the king, though, underlying. And I feel like this queen, you know, the reason I've put, like, let's just say my love life on hold is because I have been focusing on my pentacles. Look at that. It's like almost like wanting to take away the Six of Cups. But again, I feel the energy of now, it's almost like you're opening up to something. And listen, the universe, divine, the way they bring things in, opportunities in, don't put expectations upon it, because it can be so completely different than you ever expected. And I kind of feel that here, because I feel like this queen has no clue about this king. You may know the king. I just mean, I don't feel like your focus is on them. I also feel like it's like this king is telepathically trying to reach out. Um, Take a chance on me. Take a chance on me. Wow, full again. But let's go with what came here first. All right, we have the Ten of Swords. Wah, wah, don't like that. We have the Four of Pentacles. We have the Fool. And then we have the Chariot. You know, it's kind of interesting because I feel like this king, you know, he does carry the energy of the Ten of Swords. And it does feel kind of shared between the two, this king and the queen. Now, this may just mean a shared experience, like we both experienced this, you know, on our own with different people, type of energy. Um, I feel like, you know, if I could pinpoint it, I would say, you know, it could be like, you know, at a younger time. I do feel that because I feel like I'm not who I was. But it doesn't mean that that energy doesn't linger, so to speak. I feel like how the queen overcame it was to focus on her creativity. I kind of feel like I don't know how the king handled it, because in a way it's like my attention now is not towards that king. You know what I mean? Like, because I'm the queen and my attention is more towards my pentacles, my creativity, building my foundation, you know, building a good life for myself, that type of thing. So I feel like this king may have just recently overcome this Ten of Swords. You know, it doesn't really have him overcoming it, yet I feel it. Like, I feel like he's overcome it. And by the way, I feel like there's also someone like you, may be like a tarot reader, and they may watch you and you may have helped them. You may have helped heal them. I want you to be very, very, very realistic though when I say that, because I've had people, you know, like guys reach out to me, even though I talk about Sam all the time, you know what I mean, and how we're in love and all that. You know what I mean? So this is not that. This is not that. I want to make that clear. um, my eyes are wide open. There are no illusions. Anyway, some of you may be creating inside your home. And, you know, if you are, you're probably like, you know, I see you like on a laptop, on a tablet, that type of thing, like doing something there. Okay, so let's keep going. So then we have the Fool and the Chariot. The Fool's coming over that Three of Cups, so I feel like this is, right? This is a reason to celebrate. This is brand new energy. The Hangman up there is kind of like not, you know, it's like where I stay in place. It's like, what do I want to say? Like, it's a measurement of time, right? This is where I'm really seeking wisdom though, right? I want true wisdom on my next step. The Hangman is ultimately looking for an awakening, true awareness. I feel like the Hangman must find it, and I feel like that's you. Because as the Fool, I do feel like you're willing and you're able and you will be taking a chance in something. And, with the Chariot next to that, there's no limit, right? There is no limit. The Chariot, I feel like, comes in as a reward. By the way, interesting, we have Chariot is Cancer, coming over the roller of Cancer. So, some of you could be connected to like a Cancer moon. But anyway, that could be who this king is or this queen is. You know what I mean? That type of energy. But the Chariot is a reward for true balance of the masculine and the feminine. It's funny how I was feeling both of them were really in their masculine energy. And then the Empress comes out, which is really the feminine energy. So maybe I needed to take on that role of the masculine energy for a while. And maybe now I'm opening up. As the Empress, if this is opportunity, trust your intuition. First of all, it's touching the High Priestess. So just trust your intuition. Like, your intuition won't steer you wrong. Don't overthink it. Maybe I take it step by step. Maybe I just listen and decide later. Whatever it may be for you, but I do feel like the Chariot is movement forward. The Moon may say, of course, there's a little uncertainty in it, that is life, but be willing to move through it anyway. We have the Emperor and the Empress here. So if nothing else, that's the energy of knowing how I can overcome, right? I've overcome so much. And if I use that as energy, which is really what it is, right? The energy, right? My energy force. I feel like if anything negative comes toward you, like all the red flags, all the bells and whistles will go off. Now, will you listen to it? That will be up to you. But I feel like it doesn't stop the opportunity. Okay, let's keep going. Let's keep going. We have the Star. Wow. Come on. First of all, when you got this, the Mother Mary card, Hope, I felt the Star. And here it is. It is card of Aquarius. We have a lot of people on the board if we want to look at people. We just pretty much have everyone. If we look at it that way. The Star is about your hopes, your dreams, and your wishes, and bringing them to fruition. It's not just about putting the energy out there, but it's also putting the effort into it, right? If I give it the wham bam, then I can thank you, ma'am. Listen, I feel like you must want this. And it's interesting because I feel like, in a way, for some of you, this could truly just be collaboration, but it feels like really great collaboration. But for some of you, I do feel like there's an underlying, within this king, an underlying admiration of you. So it could definitely turn into, and again, you may know them, and it's just, and what I'm saying is how the universe will approach it. The epiphanies this person receives to then make, this phone call or take that action. I've got to trust it. If I overthink it, then I may just stay in the Ten of Swords. He's not. We have the Seven of Pentacles. Wow. And then we have the Page of Pentacles. Okay. First of all, I just feel like this is meant to be. These two people, however they come together, I feel like it's within a collaboration. I feel like it is their soul's intention. I may not know that, but I feel like our guides are telling us that, right? I may not I may not know that, or maybe I do. This is about the right timing, all about the right timing. And maybe this is the right time. This is of your doing, of your hopes, your dreams, your wishes, even if you don't realize it yet. I feel like this is of your soul's intention, and this is bringing it forth. I feel like it's starting you on a brand new path. And I feel like on this path, first of all, the Page of Pentacles connected to the Three of Pentacles tells me if this is a collaboration, there is, I feel like there is much to learn from each other. And if we're learning from each other and like I'm already feeling like maybe, yeah, I want to say successful, but maybe you're just beginning. But maybe you know that you can be, like know that you can be. I feel like if you put the effort in, you will be. Anyway, I'm getting off track. Some of you could have disconnected from this king because you went to school, college. You could have known them in school, in college. Again, I just feel this overwhelming energy of someone is going to reach out. But I feel like making an opportunity, like, again, I feel like I'm repeating myself. I'm not going to repeat it. All right, is there anything I want to look at? I want to look at this king. We have the High Priestess. I couldn't even get the full title out. And we have the King of Wands. Look at that. We're looking at the King of Wands. And I just wanted to know about the King of Wands. How interesting, because it's coming out exactly the same position. The High Priestess, the King of Wands. I feel like, I feel like if I'm a female, I may have had like other guys turned off by my, I don't, I'm thinking aggression, but I don't mean aggression like, I mean, I'm sure I'm using the wrong word. My determination, like almost turned off by my determination. I don't feel like this king is. Quite the opposite. And then we have the King of Cups. Okay, well, this king is all kings. 2 kings, 3 kings. 3 kings. 3 wise men. I get goosebumps when I said that. I don't know why. Okay. There's that 8 of Pentacles. I guess it kind of brings it home. 8, new beginning. In something. There's a new beginning. Your Pentacles definitely feel part of this. Your creativity, however you want to put it. 8 of Pentacles, again, if I focus on this, I'm going to have success. The moon can cast a shadow of uncertainty, but the 8 of Pentacles to me is the knowing, right? How do I know? I don't know. I know what I know. It's that type of knowing. I know what I know. I don't know how I know it, but I know it. I don't know, I think you're going to be working with someone. And now I feel like maybe I'm trying to push it too far. I feel like you will fill in the blanks for me. I am going to read these cards up because I feel like they are definitely going to help us to boundaries. Since God doesn't make victims, this card asks you not to act like one in any way. This is a message of self-empowerment. Instead of blaming others passively, convey your expectations and true feelings to them. Stand up for yourself, even if you risk conflict and confrontation. You can ask God, Jesus, and Mother Mary to guide your words so that you maintain your boundaries from a standpoint of love instead of fear. Others will respect you for being assertive, and you will respect yourself more too, because you're treating yourself lovingly. Okay? Hope. This is a message about retaining hope, even if you have no idea how your situation could resolve itself. Jesus taught about the importance and the power of faith, and your circumstances require it. A person who carries hope in his or her heart is trusting in God's plan. This translates into someone who is happy, relaxed, and easygoing, which is a winning and magnetic personality that attracts helpful people and golden opportunities. This card asks you to remain optimistic about your future and to continue giving worries, cares, insecurities, and other forms of fear to God, who will heal them. In answer to your prayers for increased hope and faith, spiritual help is available to bolster your positive outlook. Beautiful. I feel like that was speaking to the king and the queen. And I'm going to leave it there, guys. I love you. Can't wait for your comments, always. And I'm not joking. Like, I cannot wait for your comments because I definitely feel like you fill in the blanks for me. Even though this feels very, very clear. You know, it is a personal option. Everything is a personal option. Remember that. You have free will. Do whatever you want, whenever you want. Though, there are consequences to everything. I don't know why I had to throw that in there, but anyways, guys, I love you. Trust in yourself, especially as it comes to your creative abilities. Really trust in yourself. Be open to these opportunities. You know, I feel like, do I have to worry about it? Well, take it slow. Allow your energy field to determine is this good or not good. This all feels good, though. It all feels good. I feel like the king is one who comes to the table today really overcoming those 10 swords. I feel like you are coming much more spiritually wise. That's it. You're spiritually wise. And if you're spiritually wise and, you believe in God or a higher power, then you know that you can really accomplish anything. So, let me know, guys. I love you. I thank you. I thank you for your donations. Truly keeping the channel alive. It's difficult times for all. I know that. I thank you for sharing through your social medias. It really warms my heart because I feel like it's reaching someone who maybe otherwise it couldn't have reached. No, well, really, I feel like your guides, like, as we gain wisdom, I feel like divine uses that wisdom, uses us to help others. So that's what I feel. Anyways, I thank you for the thumbs up. I thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. Many of you have been with me from the beginning. What tremendous growth we have had. And anyone who's new, welcome to the family. We've missed you. I love you guys. I'll see you next time at my table. Bye-bye.